So, a family tech startup called Maple is shutting down at the end of this year. And when I saw the news, I went down a rabbit hole, not necessarily because of Maple itself, but because I'm building in the family tech space too. And honestly, Maple had so many of the things that as a startup founder, you're told you're supposed to want. They've raised millions of dollars. They built a team. They had engineering support, and they had hundreds of thousands of users. Meanwhile, I'm here bootstrapping Amelna, and I don't have some massive team behind me. I'm literally building most of this myself. So seeing a company with that kind of support and that many users shut down, it made me just stop and think. Because I think sometimes, especially as a founder, you become obsessed with growth. How many downloads do we have? How many users signed up? How quickly are we growing? But Maple reminded me that having a lot of users doesn't necessarily mean you have a sustainable business. Let me explain. Because if hundreds of thousands of people use your product for free, but only a small percentage see enough value to actually pay for it, you still have to support those hundreds of thousands of users. You still have infrastructure costs, you still have engineering costs. And with AI products now, every time somebody uses a certain feature, there certainly can be a cost attached to it, just to that usage alone. And that made me kind of look at Melna differently, not because we're building the same thing, but my long term vision for Amelna is household intelligence. I want to build something that understands how our household actually works. Your meals, your groceries, your budgets, your schedules, the pantry, the preferences, even the patterns of your week, and use that context to help you plan ahead. But this made me ask a harder question. What part of what I'm building is valuable enough that people actually pay for it? Not someday, not when we have 100,000 of users. I mean now. Because maybe the goal shouldn't be getting as many people as possible to use Amelna. Maybe the goal is building something a smaller group of households generally depends on and is willing to pay for. So I'm actually doing a deeper dive into Maple's shutdown because I think there's a lot I can learn from it. But my biggest takeaway so far is this. Maple shutting down didn't make me question whether I should keep building a Milner. Definitely not. It made me think much more harder about how I build a Milner sustainably. And honestly, that's probably a question more founders should be asking before chasing the next 1,000 users.